hello Lagos, hello amazing Amazon fans. Yes, it's your girl again, Tosin Adeyemi, back on your screen. Hope you enjoyed the last episode of the show. Yes, this is a program where we get to have a conversation with Amazons, women who are making an impact in this generation. And it stands as a model and inspiration to everyone around. So this is a program where you're going to learn a lot. You're going to be motivated. You're going to be inspired. So sit back and enjoy the show for today. According to National Population Commission, over 19 million persons are living with disability in Nigeria. And you know that living with disability in this country is stressful, tough, painful, and even sometimes rough. And this is because the society has found it hard to assist and accept people who need special care. Today, I will be speaking with Miss Rita Ofili. She is the first wheelchair model and also people living with disability activist as well. She'll be sharing with us her journey, how she became who she is today, a beauty model. So join me. Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining us on the interview segment. Today, my guest is a very, very, very important and special personality. Yes, she is Rita Ofili. She's the first wheelchair beauty model, then people living with disabilities activist as well. She's a counselor, she's a YouTube content creator, she's all in one. So nice to have you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I hope I didn't say too much introducing you.
Thank you. No, you've done so well. But before I continue, I want to say thank you to amazing Amazon, and thank you to Captain TV and to my promoters who has made it far. I say thank you to great dynamics talent. Thank you.
Yeah, it's so nice to have you. Thanks for the privilege. Yes, so let's meet you. Who is Rita Ofili?
Yes, Rita Ofili. My name is Rita Ofili. I am a person with disability, physically challenged. I'm from Delta State. I'm a graduate from University of Lagos, and I'm a model, presently Miss Wheelchair Nigeria. And as you know now, with the polymath girl, everything that will make you survive on these surface of the earth, you just, do your thing, and I own my ground. So that's it, basically.
But let me start with this. As the first wheelchair beauty model, right? How does this make you feel?
It makes me happy. It makes me know that I'm a go-getter. If you want something, go for it. There is no wheelchair model in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So I began to do it. Yes, I started it. I started in Nigeria, and I started doing shoots, going to meet different agencies. And it's all about, no. We've not seen persons with disability who can do that. It's only you. And by the time I went 2, 3, 4, and finally an international person came and they embraced me. I modeled for them in Nigeria. They paid me in Nigeria, and they left back to US. So from there, I started off. It's not well accepted now in Nigeria, but gradually it will happen and we'll get there.
Yeah, sure, we'll get there. There is always a starting point for everything. Yeah. All right, so let's start with you first. Want to hear from you. How was your childhood like? Your position in the family, your education, growing up. So tell us more about yourself.
Oh, okay.
Your childhood especially.
My childhood, I had the best of life, honestly. I'm the only child that has disability, and my parents took it upon themselves. They nurtured me with love and care. They gave me the best things of life despite the disability. We are 8. I'm 7th position.
Wow.
Yes, so Mr. and Mrs. Francis Ofili. And this is Rita, the second to the last girl and the last baby girl. So yes, growing up was really tough, knowing that I'm not like every other kids going to the playground, seeing other kids walking on their feet. And I do wonder, why am I crawling? Why am I not working? But gradually my parents began to tell me, you are not like other kids. you've encountered disability after brief illness and you had injection
Wow.
here and
You were
there.
not born like this?
No, I wasn't.
What happened exactly?
At age 8, I was sick and taken to the hospital. Then I had injections, and after that, some paralysis exists, and that's just the end. But then I'm here living.
Wow. Okay, let me take it back a bit. After the incident happened, what was the step that your parents took?
Going to different hospitals at a time.
But that particular hospital?
That particular is a health center
Okay.
precisely. I might not be able to tell that story, now as a baby, and it's what they told me and hear about. So I wouldn't want to go into details of that story, but finally, it didn't work. We went to different places, hospital, Orthodox, different places, churches, wherever we can get a child who is not able to work to be back on her feet. But then it didn't work, and life goes on. So that's it.
Okay, so now going to school, your academics, how was it? Was it so easy for you going to school?
No.
Studying?
Yeah.
They say you're a graduate, so I really need to know how you survived school days.
Okay. The primary school, the nursery, it was quite tough. I was wearing braces, and during rainy season, I could fall from ground, no balancing. When you use crutches and clipper, you just fall here and there, and there was a lot of falling down the primary school, and the accidents. Then secondary school is still the same thing. Not having, first at the time I didn't have a wheelchair, so my father, my mother, my siblings, they were backing me. At a time it really became horrible and tough. Then I had my nail being removed, my nail cap being removed because of rigorous crawling and challenges and all that. But then primary school was like that, and I was the only person with disability in primary school. Santa Maria Private School, Ibuzo, Delta State. Then Federal Government Girls College, Ibuzo, the same thing. I was the only person with disability. I had to climb staircases, climbing up, down, step up, step down. The place wasn't just smooth, so it was pretty tough. Architectural barrier was a slap at every point of my life. Then talk about the university, the same thing, because the elevator in Unilag was okay. It will work 3 months now, 1 month off, 2 months off. Sometimes I get stuck on the elevator, inside the elevator, just get stuck. And
there was no one to assist you then, like going around with you?
Students, I have my colleagues, my friends. I made friends, but then
and they were so nice to you.
Yeah, everywhere I go, people are always nice. I'm a friendly person. I'm good to go. I'm easy to deal with. Yeah, so I have friends. I'm very friendly, so I make friends. Even if you don't want to help me, by the time I smile 1, 2, 3 and say a few words, you just have to fall in love with me like that. So that's it. And it was really tough. The architectural barrier is still a slap. Inaccessibility. Most places are not accessible in Nigeria. So childhood was horrible, and it's still horrible now because I still face that.
Okay, I can really imagine. Okay, so while you were in school, share with us some of the most challenging moments you experienced.
In school, it's still architectural barrier. There are times I want to get to a place, 3rd floor, 4th floor, 5th floor, and the elevator is not working. And maybe incidentally, a particular person that helped me at about 8 a.m. when I was going for early morning lectures, and I happened to come by, meeting you at 4 p.m. Am I the only person here? Why are you disturbing me? I helped you in the morning, and now I'm helping you. I could say, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. But then, if you were my brother, my friend, why won't you help me? So I could say it nicely, and the person would say, okay, it's fine. And they would help me. That was architectural barrier. It's really a suffocating act. So I don't know how to deal with it, but that's traumatic for me. It's really demeaning. I don't know how to express it. If I want to go to a place and I'm not able to go there, that means you've limited me. There's a barrier there. I might not be able to achieve my dreams, my goals as we speak now, because I can't climb upstairs and nobody to help you. There is no ramps, elevator that could convey me to a particular place I want to be at a time, at a place. So architectural barrier, then transportation. transportation is very horrible. I had to, if I go out maybe with 4,000, coming back I could pay 7, 10. The Uber, the Taxify or boat ride, or anyhow, I don't know, commercial buses. I can't even enter commercial bus. Who will be patient enough for me to get up and have access, entering into the car, folding the wheelchair? That means I'm going to occupy like 3 seats.
Yes.
If I sit 2, then the wheelchair, and the boat is not that cool. So basically, the challenge, these 2 things. Then attitudinal barrier. Some people feel disability is infectious. So you want to come close, or somebody comes close to you and they'll just imagine, I don't want to associate with them, I don't want to come close to her. So architectural barrier, then attitudinal problem. I want to buy something. If I go with you to a shop to buy something, I've paid, I'll bring out my ATM. When they want to give it to me back, they'll give it to somebody who is with me, a friend with me, not me. And excuse me, I gave you my ATM. Exactly. Can I have it back? This is attitudinal, not two. And the way people perceive persons with disability is really bad. But then we're still here. That's why we're here, you and I, correcting and trying to.
I understand that the way the society is, we find it difficult to accept and assist even people with disability. They see them as someone who is not useful, let me use that word. But we need to understand that we all should be included in society regardless. So imagine you're a beauty model. So now let's talk about your journey to the beauty world, to the modeling world. Have you ever dreamt of doing something like this when you were younger, or when did that thought came to your mind?
As a kid, I have a sister who is a TV clone. She loves to watch TV, magazines, Rita Ofili, and she could read magazine, and I just read with her. Once she dropped the magazine, I sneak and carry it. I flip through, I read through. While she's watching TV, I watch with her. I start seeing models. I say, oh, these people are pretty. My goodness, I wish I could just walk and do some stuff like that. But at the time, it was done on me. Yeah, you on your wheelchair. Why don't you do your thing on the chair? You know, the wheeling, I call it wheel carts wheel. Okay. Anything every other person does on their feet. I believe this is my feet. This is my mobility aid. So I do whatever I want to do. I sit with poise and I sit properly, and the crossing legs and stuff like that. But then in modeling, when I started, and it was not accepted, because over time people feel you must be on your feet for you to be a beauty model or a queen. But then it's all about your creativity, being able to translate whatever. I'm a person with disability. I'm not naked here. This is a designer who made this dress, and I'm putting it on. It means that I am buying your product.
Exactly.
If I buy your product, I'm using your product. I should be able to advertise your product.
Sure.
It's all about me being a salesperson, selling your product, and people comes to buy. What is selling? An act of persuasions.
Yeah.
So I'm persuading people, come and buy. This is 5 naira. Buy. It's 5 naira. It's good. It will suit you. It's okay for your body posture. And thereabouts, I'm making a sale. So if I, as a person with disability, use a product, I should be able to sell your products as a model.
Yeah, as a model.
As a model, as a brand, as an influencer. So basically, it was really challenging, not accepted. And Nigerians, we need to, have acceptability in every area of life, in politics, in religion, in the family, because some family people, they don't even accept persons with disability. Corporate organization, individual, persons with disability are human. Show love, diversify. You have this diversity that makes you unique in whatsoever you're doing in life. We live and we exist. Yeah.
Okay, so let me pick it up from where you say you love to, you flip through the pages of magazines, you see beauty models, and when you approach the modeling agency, you were not accepted, right? Now, let me pick it up from here. When you approached a beauty modeling agency, did they accept you and decided to start up on your own? who did you walk up to? Like, what decision did you make at that point?
Okay. I did approach about 10 modeling agency in Nigeria, and they all said no. But the last person was Kuwa, Create Your World Agency. When I came, he was shocked, and he looked at me. He said, okay, you speak well, you are beautiful, you want to be a model. It's not being done in Nigeria, but I don't mind taking this route with you if that's what you want. So he told me what I'm meant to do, what I'm supposed to do. So he groomed me, and he told me I'm going to do corporate shooting, commercial shooting, advertorial shooting. So he started teaching me a lot of things about modeling, your angles, strike a pose, all those poise, and you know, trying to sell a product, how to persuade people, and all that. So we started that, and we started going to places. And when he goes, I said, what did you say? A disabled model? What do you mean? Please, we don't want that. And sometimes he would take me. They will accept. When we get there, they will just allow me to sit at a place, but they won't allow me to come on the runway or to do the shooting with other models. Basically, we got a challenge. We got no.
Okay, now going through this, I know this can be kind of discouraging at a point. So have you ever thought of it that, oh no, it seems this is not working for me. I think I just have to just give up on this. People are not accepting the society. They are not assisting. They are not accepting my dream, because this is a dream you have. So how did you overcome that stage of your life?
Over time, having my family and my coach and people who brought me up, they told me never accept no for an answer.
Okay.
If you want anything, go for it. And biblically, people in the Bible, in the days of the Bible, they didn't give up. They were strong in their faith. Papa Abraham, when you are strong in your faith and you know what you want, even when the challenges, the pains, the disability, everything that is a no and negative, just saying no to it is just a mirage. And having heard from my pastor, Pastor Chris Oyakilome, all those words, he said, if you go to a place it does not exist, create it. If you want something, it doesn't work, create it, become that thing. After a while, it will come to pass. And it's true. And I keep faith at the gaze, like, oh, this is what I want. This is what I want. I'm going for it, and it will definitely happen. So that just it. I don't know. If I want something, I could be feeling pains, I could be feeling the challenge, but I cannot give up. I can't.
I love that spirit. I know this will motivate every other person out there. Okay, let me ask this question. Have you ever experienced, I know like you take a stroll, you take a walk, because people when they see someone on wheelchair, they feel like anybody on wheelchair, let me just assist, job something. Have you ever experienced such before?
Oh yes, every day of my life, even as I'm dressed like this, you and I happen to go outside, someone will still want to, hand over. They are nice-hearted. Nigerians are nice, honestly. They are nice.
But to an extent.
Yeah, it takes for someone who is nice to hand something to you, means they have a good heart. But at the same time, it's for them to know, to be enlightened that it's not everybody that uses a mobility aid is a beggar. Some uses crutches, some could be crawling, just a means that takes us from point A to point B. Not necessarily that if you are using a mobility aid, you are now a beggar. So basically in Nigeria, it's a misconception that if you are physically challenged and you are using wheelchair, which is obvious, or you're an amputee, or you have some disability, automatically you're just a beggar. In Nigerians' misconception, way of looking. So over time I get that, but then I would correct you with love. Oh, sorry, I'm not begging. Sorry. And if some people will just hold your hand firmly, squeezing it, I'm like, why are you touching me? You don't have to touch me. You don't have to hold me. But then I'm like, oh, thank you. You just say it nicely. I said, we say, a beggar has no choice. What's wrong with you? Yeah, for me, I'm giving you money. I just want to help you. I said, okay, come. Because I could be very funny. I said, come. You want to help me? I just love the fun. Come. Can you give me 100,000 naira, 200? If you give me 1 million, but this 5 naira, 15 naira, it's not gonna work. And we just smile. I'm like, oh, sorry. I said, thank you. So it's all about enlightenment, creating awareness, just like Captain TV.
Yeah.
You know, amazing, amazing
Yeah.
Amazon. Yeah. So we're here together, blowing the trumpet. You've come to join me to create awareness.
All right, thank you so much for that. We'll go on a short break now, so when we return, we'll talk more about this vision of yours. Okay, viewers, stay with us. We'll be back shortly. Okay, welcome to the final lap of the interview segment. Yes, now let's talk about, I wanted to ask a question before the break that after graduation, what were you doing for yourself?
Okay, after graduation, I served, and during the service, I worked as a presenter. I worked as a producer because I was writing and we were producing, and I was working for as a copper. And then after that, I got an employment with a company on Allen Avenue, just a true stone to my house. So I was working as a customer care representative for about a year and 6 months, and they changed location to the island. But due to transport, you know, I wasn't able to cope. I went 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, and the money wasn't here. I had to call it a quit. And
you tried another place?
I tried another place. I was submitting resume to different telecommunication as a customer representative, but I didn't get a job. But what I got there, when I got there, I went there with my resume, my CV, and the lady said, "What do you want?" I said, "I came here to submit my resume and to know if there is a vacancy as a customer care representative." And the lady just looked at me and said, "People like you are not needed here." I said, "Excuse me?" She said, "The job is not for cripples."
Wow.
Oh, I had to react, and I got upset. I had tried to educate her, but she was standing on her right. But during the process while we're having those banting, suddenly a white man came. We're like, "What's going on? What's going on?" I told him, and he said, "Oh, okay, sorry. I never knew persons with disability have this art to work. I always see them on the streets of Lagos begging."
Yeah.
And that was dawned on me. I said, "Excuse me, what are you saying?" He said, "Yes, I only see them on the streets. I never knew they work. I never knew they want to be employed. So this is the first time. But we are sorry. This employment or vacancy you're looking for is on 10th floor, 4th floor, or 5th floor. We don't have ramps. We don't have elevator." And he never knew. He's not even aware that people with disability in Nigeria exist in terms of employment. I said, "Oh, really?" So with that alone, I just said, "Oh, okay, enough is enough. A lot needs to be done. We need to create awareness." And that was done on me. I didn't even get upset again with the woman. I just turned. I said, "Madam, take it easy. Life is not like that. And you're a woman. Shouldn't be saying something like this." And I left. And I went feeling bad. I went crying. I went saying that means there is no hope for me or for any other person with disability in Nigeria.
Okay, I really do understand that, and I know that a lot of people with disability must have experienced even worse than that. Just that you are a strong woman, someone who is bold and doesn't allow those words get into her. Okay, now, so after that, I know you stopped. Did you just stop applying? I know you stopped applying to other places.
I did do. I did apply severally, but at the time I stopped. When I stopped, I went on my knees. I cried to God. I prayed. And I've read so many books. I've watched TV. I have coaches, different coaches from different angles of life. And I sank into myself. I said, what is it that God has deposited? Or what is it that I like to do that will help me to harness my mind, my mindset, and become what God wants me to be, or just venture it and it happens. So eventually, after all those, quiet time, well meditated art, it was done on me. Come on, go into entertainment, go into modeling, go into acting, because I act on my wheelchair. To God be the glory. I will be the first person that will flag up drama series in Nigeria soon. So Captain TV, I'm coming with my pilot.
All right. We are waiting. We can't wait to have you. All right. So I am really motivated. In fact, I'm really inspired by what you're saying. And I'm so sure and certain that lots of people who have they've lost hope, like, oh no, I don't think I'm useful, I don't think people want to accept me. They'll be motivated by you. You are an inspiration and a model to people like that. Yes, I'm not belief actually, I'm saying the obvious. Okay, now let's talk about, now you are the first Miss Wheelchair, because I know that a lot of people will be like, first Miss Wheelchair. Some probably will be hearing this for the first time. So now, as a first Miss Wheelchair Nigeria that will be represented, how did you even come about the pageant itself?
Oh, okay. Miss Wheelchair World Nigeria started in 2017. Somehow, I just came on social media, Facebook precisely, and I was just going through, I just saw beauty pageants, oh, inclusive. Wheelchair people, this is amazing. Then I applied, but before I could know what's happening, it was over. I tried to participate, there was no fund. There was no, I don't know how to go about it, how to prepare, what to do, what not to do, no guidance, no money to even do the pilot where you are asked minor questions, the video. I guess as of that time, they said 70,000, just a clip for me to have to send over. So I didn't get involved. I didn't get involved. Then after that, 2019, 20, the coronavirus.
Yeah, lockdown period.
Yeah, so lockdown period. There was another one that was supposed to take place in Paris. But then it didn't work. We assembled, but how are we going to do it? How are we going to move it? But then it didn't work. Then 2021, another opportunity came and people wrote me and they said, look at it. So I applied and we had virtual conversion online. So we actually had that. About seven persons in Nigeria were online. We all submitted our details, information, the necessary things for audition and all that is required. And eventually I got an email. You have been chosen to represent Nigeria in Miss Wheelchair World.
Wow. That
will be taking place in Mexico in 2022. When I saw the email, it was like a dream. You know, when you feel, you are beautiful. I believe every woman is beautiful, and it comes from the spirit and soul. For you to know that you're a woman, you know what it takes to bet life, you know what it takes to be bold. Yes. Every woman is bold, except if you allow whatever that is weighing you down to overwhelm you, to dampen your spirit, and you begin to feel, oh, I'm not beautiful. Forget the fact that you're able or you're not able or disabled. Or, in as much as you're a woman, basically, it's for me to say that you're a beautiful woman. Yeah, like you said, amazing Amazon. Yeah. So that just states, and I participated and I saw the mail. I was so happy. I was excited. I was screaming. Everybody in my house everybody knew something happened to me, because that is an avenue for me to have a platform. Yeah. That is an avenue for me to be empowered as a woman and to empower other persons with disability. Yeah, sure. And that is an act to be recognized. Say, yeah, you have disability, but you are beautiful. We recognize the crown is it. It says the crown for me as well. So that just stays, and then from there, we started. It's a long process, and we are still in here. And now, Captain TV has joined the
train. Okay, so now that you've been chosen to represent Nigeria, what's the step to take? What's the next thing to do now?
Well, the next thing we started, first of all, it has to be your mindset. Are you ready? Are you ready? The mindset.
But were you the only one that you'll be representing? Are you the only one that will be representing Nigeria?
Yes, I'll be the only one representing Nigeria, one contestant from a country. So, yes, so I'll be the one representing Nigeria, the only person. Yes.
And hopefully you'll be bringing the crown.
Oh, sure. Nigeria, I know they carry last,
Of
you
course.
know. So,
Sure.
yeah, so I'm going there, but there are processes to get there. From point A to Z. First of all, we're talking about the visa, the tickets, the gown, the national costume. Alone, that national costume, after making consultation and going thereabouts, about 1.5 million to do that. Because they had to create something to cover the wheelchair and for me to be able to wheel and create the Nigerian color. You know, this concept whereof, you know, how to create things and make it beautiful to represent Nigeria. Because basically, I'm not going as a person with disability to represent a state, a nation, Nigeria. So the concept has to be green, white, with our ego, the hearts, you know, all those beautiful things. Those things, they're very meaningful. And the Y-shaped thing, like the river Niger, river Benue, and stuff like that.
Okay, so have you been getting support so far, so good, from the government, since you're representing the country, Nigeria? Yes, let's talk about that.
Did you see my face?
I'm not seeing it clearly.
Okay. I try to frown off laughing. You know, Nigerians, we are good, kind-hearted beings. The way I lost sleep because we've not made a headway. We've submitted letters, proposals to governments, different states, Nigeria, Lagos states, Delta state, individuals, corporate organization. As we speak now, none has been remitted. I know they are taking their time, but after listening to Captain TV, you and I here, we're going to do the magical with our voice. So we're creating awareness. I believe Nigerians will respond to me, just like the way you responded. You saw me and you caught the fire. That's why you're here.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a no. Nothing has. It's not an impressive matter. Honestly, it's not impressive.
So tell us, what sort of support do you need exactly for this dream to come to reality?
If you want to eat a goosey soup, you know what it entails. If you want to build a mansion, you know what it entails. We're all boiled down on finance, money, ego, owo, hoodie, you know, cash, liquid cash. So basically, it is money, because it's money that will help us to get the necessary things, most especially the wheelchair, not just a regular wheelchair, sports wheelchair, smart wheelchair that will be, you know, help you to maneuver the environment. Then talk about the transport going out. I need a car, a house. At least you've been here. You see how you climbed my house. The up, down, the sloping. Was your car able to sleep in here?
Yeah, we tried.
Your car would have just somersaulted. Thank God. Whoever drove it was just a magical driver that actually helped. You see how rigorous the place is? So, yeah, it's quite challenging, honestly. I need money to have a very beautiful life, to have good structure, good environment for me to be able to anticipate and display the talent and the creativity God has given me. Because if you are okay, you'll be able to function properly.
Sure.
But if you're not okay, you won't be able to do that. So I'm not okay to go and represent Nigeria. If I'm not okay financially, I won't go. But if I'm okay, I have the necessary things well equipped, I will go and represent Nigeria, and definitely I'll come back with a crown to make Nigeria proud and my community proud. That a child who is 7 years or 3 years, because disability won't stop. It won't stop. It still exists. So when I die or still being alive, a child who is 3 years who has encountered with disability will say, yes, there is someone called Rita Ofili who lived a life of disability, and she was able to live her life, and she had an amazing lifestyle. She lived on the planet Earth, and she lived in Nigeria, and she survived. I, at 3, at 8, at any age in life, be able to survive. So basically, I want to leave an important trademark saying this is a special impact from the angle of persons with disability in Nigeria.
I love that. Okay, no, so for those watching us, we might see people watching us and feel like, oh no, I want to be part of this dream, I want to be part of this vision that you have. How can they support you? How can they reach you?
Okay, my name is Rita Ofili on Facebook. I am Rita Ofili Officials on Instagram. YouTube channel, I am Rita Ofili. LinkedIn, Rita Ofili. Twitter, Rita Ofili 1. Every social media you can find Rita. Even on TikTok, I am Rita Ofili. Then you can call me 07030566055. 07030566055. And you can also check on me on Great Dynamics Talent on Instagram, and we all have numbers scroll down, but you can help me with the account number. So
to support Rita Ofili campaign to represent Nigeria in Miss Wheelchair World 2022, this is an inclusive beauty contest. You can reach our through a UBA account on 1025 121031. I take it again. UBA account 1025 121031. Account name is Great Dynamics.
Great Dynamics Talent.
Dynamics Talent. So you can always reach out to Rita Ofili if you want to support this campaign. So what will be your message to people watching who feel like supporting? Why do they need to support you?
Wow. As you can see, you've watched me. You know I can present. I can represent Nigeria. I'm a strong-willed person. Please join me to campaign for Miss Wheelchair World 2022 for Rita Ofili, because I know I'm strong. I'm a strong personality. I'll win. Join me to blow my trumpet. Join me to say that people with disability exist, and we want to change things in Nigeria. We want to be heard. We want to be seen. Join me to make impact. This is a special impact for me to empower my fellow persons with disability in Nigeria. This is why it's important that some mothers do have them, that after they've watched me and they've seen, they will take courage and say, no, this is my child with disability. I ain't going to abandon him or her. I'm going to, because mothers, some people feel tired, but my parents are not tired. If my parents are so strong to take care of me and nurture me to this extent, I charge you and I urge you that we should all join hands. Nigerians, government, individuals, corporate organizations, disability will not stop, and it has not stopped. People encounter accidents along the road. So after this accident or whatever that has, come as a challenge to human, are we saying life is over? No. But with this, if you come in and key in into this vision and make me to be able to actualize my dream, because when I come back, there is a lot to be done. I need to flag a lot of things that is inclusive. First of all, a home, organization, NGO, which is already existing, but hey, keep it at lock. I'm not going to say all that yet, but please, I need your support. Kindly help me to blow my trumpet. Woohoo! Rita is here.
Yeah, I love that, and I hope that our dream, our vision will come to reality as expected. So now, I want to say this positively, that you're bringing the crown home. What plan do you have?
Oh, okay. When I return from Mexico, first of all, I need to do what they call a mindset clinic. Because when a person with disability, being disabled is in the mind. So when I start this clinic, first of all, I need to tell you things about persons with disability. It's possible that the disability has beaten us down, but don't stay down. If you stay down, that means you've given up. Because I refuse to give up, I'm not down. You can see I'm up. So this is what we call special clinic. There's something they call mental health, but this one is mind health. And say, I am not disabled, so I need to create a clinic for persons with disability. Then we have body structure. You could see, thank God you were here, and you actually helped me with my dressing. There's a particular posture we sit in. There's a way we sit. There's a way the kind of clothes we wear, body structure. So I'll be flagging inclusive clothing line.
Wow.
For persons with disability. And some people think I'm a baby because I have small feet. I'm not a baby, I'm an adult. And I know other persons with disability who are small and they have small feet, and they have other persons with disability that have small feet. We don't have footwears. Some don't even wear. Some wear, like mine, I'm wearing a very beautiful one at that. Some people can't even venture into that. So, so I had to create this thing. Then employment, which we're actually doing through a foundation. we go and said, okay, persons with disability, a so person, a good grade, wants to work. Is there any vacancy? Just like a mouth speak. So as a mouth speak for persons with disability, which I am, I told you, disabled activist, and said, okay, persons with disabilities, we need this is it, and that a lot need to be done, a lot, and I'm not going to tell you all till I return and you see me doing my work, basically, action speak louder than
words.
Yes.
Exactly. Okay, so as we begin to wrap up now, what would be your parting shot? Especially, let's start with those people living with disabilities who felt like, all hope is lost. I believe by the time they are done watching this interview, they will be gingered and like, no, they will have a hope that there is hope for me. So what would be your advice to them?
Yeah, persons with disability. We are strong warriors. We are strong warriors. If disability hasn't killed you, it won't kill you. Keep being strong. Keep believing. Keep being, just keep being hopeful. Have your dream. Have your passion. If you can go to school, go to school. Be educated. If you can't go to school, learning skills. There is no food for an idle man. Yeah. If you say begging, how long are you going to be begging? If you're under the sun will hit you. If you're under the rain will beat you. It's not an easy journey for someone to live with disability. But I want you to be hopeful. I want you to be strong. I want you to look inside you and say, this is me. I am a person with disability. I am deaf. I am visual impaired. Any form of disability. There are some disabilities that are not physical. You can't even see them, but they are internal. But in your pain, there is creativity. In your pain, there is a surviving spirit. Keep that spirit alive. Lit your candle to shine. The disability has come to dampen it, but it's not possible. If I think about, I can't walk, I won't be here. I won't, prepare to encounter all this positivity in life.
Yeah.
I just say, I can't walk in here. Maybe let me just start crawling. Let me start begging on the streets. I don't want to go to school. I can't survive. Able person, they all face challenges.
Yeah.
Sure. Disabled person face challenges. But in your own pains, find strength. Find life. I'm living in pain as we speak now. I could tell you that somewhere is hurting me and stuff like that. But I'm not seeing that. I want to see the positive aspect of it. I've nurtured myself to see all these things. There is nobody that doesn't have pain. So as a person, don't allow it to take hold of you.
To overwhelm you.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for being a part of the conversation. I really enjoyed every bit of it, and I'm so sure that it must have motivated and inspired a lot of people. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you so much, Captain TV and great, amazing Amazon. Thank you for having me. I'm so grateful.
All right, viewer, thank you so much for being a part of the conversation. You've heard her to support her. Do reach her on her social media handles to join the campaign for her to bring this crown home. And I hope that together we can achieve this together. All right, this is where we wrap up the interview segment. We'll take the quotes for today. Thereafter, we wrap up the show. Stay with us. Yes, I hope you enjoyed the conversation with Miss Rita Ofili, the first wheelchair beauty model that will be representing Nigeria at the Mexico Beauty Pageant 2022 in October. I hope you've learned one or two things from awards of advice and encouragement, and so everyone, so people living with disability, telling you there is ability in your disability. So if you are living with disability, I want you to know that that is not the end of the world. She is a great motivation to everyone. We need to get everyone included into our society. Thank you so much for being a part of this episode. So till I come your way again next weekend, I remain your host, Tosin Adeyemi. Bye for now.